I want to talk to you about the way I was raised when it comes to cursing. Obviously, every family has their own approach, but I feel like this has served me well and is definitely how I'll raise my kids. I was taught no curse word is inherently bad. It's all about the context in which it's used, right? So when I was at home as a kid, it was a safe place to use curse words in conversation with my parents, as long as it was used in a positive or even neutral sense. I could stub my toe at 8 years old and say, "Fuck, that hurt," and it wasn't a problem. But I was taught about appropriateness, so I never cursed at school, I never cursed when guests were over, and I certainly never cursed at somebody aggressively. It was all about the context. Now, I'm not talking about slurs, right? Slurs are different than curse words. Curse words are used to color conversation and emphasize. They're kind of weirdly an integral part of how we use language for comedy and connection and self-expression. Slurs, on the other hand, are by their nature intended to cause harm, so they're off the table, right? Again, by the edict that badness of words comes from context. But in terms of regular curse words, I think kids are often taught to fully avoid curse words because they're too young to fully understand the various contexts that make cursing appropriate or not. But I think there's maybe a problem with just teaching kids cursing is bad without any more nuance. Because then they'll see an adult cursing in a totally appropriate situation and think, oh no, that adult is doing something bad, rather than that adult is doing something that I can't do yet, but maybe will someday. Now, this conversation gets tricky when it comes to the internet because in real life, adults can and do censor themselves around young people. But now the internet is one giant playpool for adults and kids, and so kids often see things that weren't meant for them, like curse words. And it does raise a question of whether all adults should just be PG all the time on the internet because kids are here too. But I don't think that's the answer. I think a better solution is A, teach kids about cursing by way of context rather than value, and B, reinstate separate, safe, moderated spaces for kids on the internet, like Webkinz and Club Penguin. Anyway, I think we should be teaching young people to be less fearful of curse words and more fearful of using any language to be mean or to be hurtful. I'd rather see a 10-year-old say, "These chicken nuggets are fucking delicious," than use regular language to bully a kid for being different, you know? Damn, now I want chicken nuggets.